Hi folks, Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower. Let's talk lesser banishing ritual of the Pentagram. If you're not up to speed with what we got going on today, we talked first of all about the advanced Archon initiatives, how the Archons are stepping up their work against us. I think you can partially blame me and some of the other great YouTubers out there like Rex Bear for causing the Archons to have to step up their game, because we've stepped up our game so much and are performing in ways that are able to help you protect yourself against the Archons. So they're stepping up, and we did a video earlier today about that fact, and we did the video about Lisa Renee's 12D shield. And I told you I was going to talk about this one, and I know right now this is going to upset some of you, but that's okay, because it works anyway, and I'm going to ask you to trust me, and if you don't want to trust me, that's okay, don't do this. But I'm trying to tell you how to get yourself protected from this enhanced Archon initiative. Some of you didn't like the fact I told you need to do 4 hours with me and then 1 hour a month if you want to, or somebody, but I don't know anybody else doing it, to get yourself to the place where you need to be. So make sure you watch that video. I would watch both of those videos first. And now we're going to talk about the lesser banishing ritual of the Pentagram. Don't freak out, stay with me. It's actually the bastardized Daugherty version of the lesser banishing ritual of the Pentagram, which is really called the LBRP, or that's what people call it, LBRP, for obvious reasons. And it's actually, I call it the bastardized. It's really the DeBastardized, the DeRatBastardized, because I don't like using the Hebrew names. I don't like using the Tetragrammaton. I don't like using the things that are attached to the rat bastard and his ways and thoughts. A lot of the LBRP, really the base of the LBRP, is on the Lord's Prayer. And you know how much I would love something called the Lord's Prayer. So this is the, I think it's a sanitized, a DeRatBastardized LBRP. And I still think it's great. And I still think it works and helps you. I would do the 12D shield first, because you make reference to exactly the 12D shield later in the ritual. Now, people say you have to have a robe, you have to have a dagger, blah, blah, blah. No, you don't have to. I don't have any daggers or robes. You know, I just point, and I find it most effective to do it naked. So let's just go ahead. No, I'm kidding. I actually do it naked, but I'm not going to do it naked here. Seriously, I do it naked. You know, I just feel like it works for me that way. So the 12D shield, and I would do it, and we're going to move me over here. I would do it myself. I would do the 12D shield first. That's just me. Try to get this just right. Tried to do another platform. They wanted $50 for it, and I got to talk to Rex and see why he thinks it's worth $50 to do it that way. But anyway, so here we go. This is the bastardized, or the DeRatBastardized LBRP, and I'm going to show you how to do this. And I'm not going to stand up and do all the facings and stuff, but I want to talk with you about this, and we need to go over it. And the first thing you're going to do is called, you're going to stand, and I'm not going to stand because I can't stand and show you. But you're going to stand up first. And again, I recommend that you do the 12D shield first. You can do it after. It's your preference. That's just my recommendation. So you start standing up. You center, and you center and ground yourself. You get connected to the earth. Your head's reaching out to the sky. You feel strong. You feel present in your body. Now, then we do something called the Kabbalistic cross. And in the traditional thing, it says, Ata, which is you are. And I talked with actually one of the great Hermeticists of our time, Lon Milo Duquette, when we were both talking at the great Paradigm Symposium. We both were speaking there. It was last year, to the day, a year ago to the day almost. Isn't that amazing? But at any rate, he said, yes, this is fine. It's your ritual. Do what you want. So I do have the approval of one of the leading Hermeticists. He might have just been saying it to get rid of me, but I took him literally. So what I do is when you're doing the Celtic cross, and I'm not really thrilled with the cross, but I can see how it covers your whole body. So I touch and I'll say, I am. I you know, you want to kind of, you know, you're trying to draw on it out. Instead of saying you are, I say I am. And then I touch the center of my chest. And instead of chanting, you know, I say I am. Then I say Malkuth, which is the kingdom. Touch the right shoulder, Vigibara, the power. Left shoulder, Vigidula, the glory. And then cross both arms at the chest, and I say, so be it. Instead of saying, you are the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever, amen, leolam, I say, I am the kingdom, the power, the glory, so be it. Or so let it be. You know, something like that. So to start off, I mean, you're doing, I am Malkuth, Vigibara, Vigidula, so let it be. And I do actually say let it be. Sorry about that. So let's go ahead and put that in there, because people will be watching this for years to come all over the world. So let's do that part one again. This is the Kabbalistic cross. I am Malkuth, Vigibura, Vigidula, so let it be. Some of my Wiccan friends might want to say so mote it be. That's fine too. And then the first thing you're going to do is face towards the east. So you've got to, you've got to orient yourself so you know where east is, right? And you got to, it's not that hard to figure out. If you have to, go on Google Maps and see where your house is and see something that you can do your north, south, east, and west. So you're going to face east, and this is where people start getting freaked out. You're going to draw a pentagram in the air. Now, we're not doing the devil worship. It's just a pentagram. There's a reason for it. It's a star. Now, if you're doing it in a way to banish things and protect yourself, you're starting from the bottom and going up. Now, if you wanted to invoke something or bring in, which I recommend you do after this, you can start at the top and go to the bottom. But we're going to use this as a banishing ritual to keep things away from you. So it's very simple. You face towards the east, so orient yourself east. Let's pretend I'm facing east. And I actually am right now, which is kind of interesting. I'm facing due east. That's funny. So you go east, and you're going to, people say have a dagger. And again, I would be naked if I was doing this. I'd be standing. But let's just, no, I'm kidding. I'm not going to do it. So I just use my fingers. I probably will get a dagger at some point, but I just haven't. And some people will wear a nice robe, and it's nice to put you in a robe. It puts you into, the right frame of mind, but it's totally up to you. And I'm going to do these motions mini. You're not going to do a mini-me style. I'm doing it so I can be in mini-me camera here. For some reason, my word won't go small for me, so there you go. So you're going to face east, and you're going to draw a banishing pentagram. That means bottom to top, right? So you're going, it's just drawing a circle from, you go up, you're starting at the bottom, top, right, left, right, bottom. You're just drawing a star, like the Dallas Cowboys star, It's horrible you have to use that reference, but everybody gets it. So what you're going to do, and usually they're saying this, which is the tetragrammaton. I don't like that. It may well be that the rat bastard has perverted the tetragrammaton, and I could use it, but I'm just not comfortable doing it right now. So I don't say the tetragrammaton. If you want to, it's right there. You can say it. But what I will do, since we're actually invoking the protection of the element of air, the earth element of air, so I will say, "Oh, blessed air," right? And then I'm going to turn and face the south. I'm not really going to do it, but if I were, I'd turn and I would face the south. And, if "Oh, blessed air," and you can stop for a moment and picture the air blowing through your hair You know, picture the cool air on your skin. You know, kind of get into it. And then you're going to turn to the south, which for me would be this way. No, it wouldn't. It would be this way. So I'd turn to the south. And we're going to go to the south, and we're talking about the element of fire. So turning to the south, we do the same thing, only I don't say this word because I don't like it. It doesn't resonate with me. I think it's too rat bastard related. I say, because we're invoking the protection of the element of fire. Now again, this is mini-me style, but I'll say, "Oh, holy fire," and I'll, you know, feel the fire. You know, I'll you know, imagine and, you know, kind of spend a few seconds there, and then I'll turn again facing west, and I would be facing directly behind me if I were really facing west. And you turn. You do have to turn. And we're dealing with the element of water there, which is very funny because directly to the west of me is Clearwater Beach, Gulf of Mexico. So kind of interesting the way I'm situated. Maybe it's why it's so good for me here. Interesting. And since we're dealing with water, I don't say this other name here for the aforementioned reasons. I say, "Oh, blessed waters." And then I'll turn around and be facing north. And that's the element of earth. And so I'll do the same thing. I don't say the Agala. I say, "Oh, Mother Earth." That's what I do. And then you'll turn again and face towards the, you'll come back around to your full circle. And this is where it really gets powerful to me. No, you're gonna stay. I'm sorry, don't turn yet. Stay. You know, facing where you just were. Stay facing north. You stretch out your hands, and this is interesting because what they're doing is they're saying. Typically, you're saying, "Before me, Raphael. Behind me, Gabriel. On my right, Michael. On my left, Ariel." And if you know anything about the symbology of the throne of God, so-called, which unfortunately I think is at least bastardized in the New Testament and the Old Testament as a throne of Yahweh. That's why it gives me problems. Maybe it's just my baggage. But those four archangels surround what? The throne, where God sits. So what you're doing is you're enthroning yourself, you're empowering yourself, you're calling in the natural elements to help protect you, and you're putting yourself on the throne. Whoo! That's why this is so stinking powerful. And I got to thank my friend Travis Thorpe for showing me, and he's probably pulling, if he had hair, he'd be pulling it out, but he's probably pulling out his beard of the bastardization that I'm doing with the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. But he helped me see this as enthroning myself and the powerful thing that it is. So, you know, I'll say, you know, I'll stretch out my hands, you know, mini-me style here again. "Before me, blessed air. Behind me, holy fire. On my right, blessed waters. On my left, Mother Earth. For before me flames the pentagram. Behind me shines the six-rayed star." And if you remember, the 12D shield from Lisa Renee deals with that six-rayed star. So it makes sense to me to do it before you do the LBRP. Then you make your turn, face the east, and you do your Kabbalistic cross again. Remember your Kabbalistic cross? "I am Malkuth Vigibara Vigidola. So let it be, or so mote it be," for my Wiccan friends. And now you've got your completed lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram, your completed bastardized, or really DeRatBastardized, banishing ritual of the pentagram. So let's go through it just one more time. I'm not going to turn, but I'm going to pretend like I'm facing like I'm facing east, and again, strangely enough, I really am. So we're going to, this is how the whole thing would look, and it can be just this quick. Of course, I'm doing it a little faster because I'm not doing a lot of the meditative thing about seeing you know, the elements and, you know, being the elements and bringing them in. But be very simple. I am Malkuth V Gibura V Gedula. So let it be. And then facing east, which I do happen to be facing east, I would do, O blessed air. Then I would turn and face the south, and I would do, O holy fire. And then I would turn and face the west, which I'd be looking exactly the opposite of where I am right now, and I would say, O blessed waters. Then I would turn and be facing north, and I would do, O Mother Earth. Then I would stretch out my hands. Before me, blessed air. Behind me, holy fire. On my right, blessed waters. On my left, Mother Earth. Before me, flames of the pentagram. Behind me shines the six-rayed star. And then I would complete my turn back to where I started and do my Kabbalistic cross one more time. I am Malkuth V Gibura V Gedula. So let it be. And then that would complete your lesser banishing ritual of Pentagram. And man, it is very, very effective and very, very powerful, I think, as a protective tool. And I know all of the true Kabbalists out there, all of the true Hermeticists are you know, they're going crazy. How can he do that to the LBRP? But Lon Milo Duquette said it was okay for me to do it. And we don't really care what other people think. We're going to upset people along the way as we go and search for true spirituality. And that's what we're trying to do. So put this into your toolkit. And if you don't like it, trust me, for at least a week, try it. So you've got you need to go and watch now the Enhanced Archonic, what did I call it? Enhanced Archon, I can't remember what I called it, but it's the Enhanced Archon one. We did it today. And then the 12D Shield, Lisa Renee. I didn't say Lisa Marie earlier, did I? Lisa Renee, Jeff Reacts. And then this one, the LBRP, DeRatBastardized. We're trying to get you dialed in. We're trying to do all we can to help you be all that you can. Unwind yourself, unwind your mind, unindoctrinate yourself, be your own spirit guide, guide your own spirit, master your own ascension, and be your own guru. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty, the Christian Whistleblower, trying to get you to the place where you'll be excellent to yourself. Then you'll be excellent, you can be excellent to each other, and that's when everything starts working right.